Now, of course, Jim Ferguson has spoke to a lot of people. The sports world actually lost one of the greats recently, and he had a special tie to us here in Arizona.
Jim Ferguson is honoring him today by rewinding to when he sat down with him. Jim, this is so cool.
Well, thank you, Tina and Heather. You know, I'm so happy we kept this interview because this was done at the K-Gun studio.
Right.
40-some years ago. Yeah. It's hard to believe, you know, that it's that long ago. But Joe Garigiola, a lot of people didn't know he was nominated for an Emmy, for 2 Emmys. He was the co-host of the Today Show. He won the Peabody Award for broadcasting. This was a great man. And I'll finish with, before we go to this fun interview, that he, more than anybody, was responsible for bringing Major League Baseball to Arizona. He was the push to get the Diamondbacks here. He was just a wonderful man, always in a good mood, and they loved him in Tucson. He loved Tucson. And you want to go back 40-some years, 41 years ago to be exact, when I talked to Joe, when he was here hosting the Conquistador Golf Tournament.
Oh, okay.
He was the host. Yeah, here's my old interview.
And our only guest tonight was a Major League Baseball player for 9 seasons, a catcher. He won a Peabody Award for his work in television, and he's also the host of the Tucson Open Golf Tournament. You know who I'm talking about, Joe Garigiola. Joe, welcome back again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. It's good to be in Tucson, and especially since I'm a native of this great state of Arizona now.
Right. You moved here, and we convinced you that this is the place to be.
Boy, I just saw the monitor over your shoulder, and my head never looked healthier. Look at that nice shot. Can we take that one again? Look at that. Now look how nice that. See that nice shine? It used to be. Look at him zooming in.
Do you remember,
I love that shine on.
Do you remember
side.
The year you were here and we tried powder on that?
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
You call it powder, but it was Ajax.
Ajax, yeah. And then you took the blonde wig. We have pictures of that. That was.
Do you really?
That was unbelievable. I should have brought one along tonight.
I forgot who I looked like with the blonde wig, but I know I look much.
Can you imagine Joe in a blonde wig?
Any wig.
Last time I saw you, of course, you were in Miami, and I know you're a religious man, but Joe, they're beginning to say that you have a direct line to somebody up there because the weather was beautiful for the parade and the Orange Bowl game and everything. You leave,
Jim,
and they're hit with a big freeze the next night.
Jim, we all have a direct line, but according to the way you live, sometimes the signal is busy. See, now I don't know if you're getting a busy signal, but we're going to have great weather for the Open. I know we are.
I know.
Just like you guaranteed the show tonight, I guarantee it's going to be good.
Okay.
Jim, you and Joe had a great rapport.
Oh, yeah, I had a lot of fun with Joe. Everybody did, you know. I didn't even mention that he was a great ball player. He played for the St. Louis Cardinals. They won a World Series when he was a catcher. He grew up in the slums of St. Louis with Yogi Berra, and they both went on to be Major League catchers, of course. And he had a lot of talent as a ball player. And a lot of people didn't know this, but Johnny Carson used him to substitute host on the Johnny Carson show.
Oh, I
quite often, you know. He was a very talented guy. Yeah, everybody loved Joe.
And of course, he was working for the Diamondbacks when he passed.
Yes, yeah. He was a kind of a goodwill ambassador by that time. He was 90 when he passed about a week ago, you know. A big loss, I think. You know.
What a very fulfilled life he led, and very cool that we could air that interview.
Well,
today.
thank you.
Thank you. For
there he
sharing.
is. There he is. Always had a smile. Always had a smile. Hey, let's fast forward to present day. Tomorrow,
Let's do it.
We're going to go with Batman versus Superman again, and I have a wonderful interview with Jesse Eisenberg, who plays Lex Luthor, the evil villain in Batman versus Superman, and a wonderful actor, Lawrence Fishburne, plays the editor of the Daily Planet, Perry White. And 2 good interviews on Batman versus Superman, which is blowing the box office away.
There's been so much hype about this movie, and I've heard people loving it. I've heard people not loving it. I really want to know, Jim, what you thought about the movie. Are you going to tell us today or tomorrow?
I can tell you right now.
I'm
if you want.
curious.
You know, I'm a fan of the DC comic book genre. You know, people are saying the first hour is a little slow. It is, but I think it's necessary. And I liked the film. I thought the acting was good, but I didn't like the fact that it's 3 hours long.
Okay. Oh, is it?
The fight scenes are just way too long. I just did my review, you know.
Yeah. And so I think like that's probably why you're getting these mixed reviews. Is it depends.
Right, yeah, I think
People that are, like you said, lovers of Batman and Superman, they're just gonna love the movie.
As I did.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid watching the old serials, and the
Yeah.
comic books and everything. So if you're into that, like I am, I like the genre. I think you'll like it more than if you're not into that type of thing. But Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill, they do such a good job as Batman and Superman.
And you love Amy.
Amy Adams as Lois Lane. Oh my God,
Just a
she's
cutie.
so good. She's so good.
Well, I
good
look
cast.
I look forward to. I'm glad we have a lot of stars that you got to sit down with and talk to about
Oh
this
yeah,
movie.
people we're not even going to use, like Diane Lane, Holly Hunter.
Yeah.
So many wonderful actors that I talked to that I didn't even know if we're going to get on the air. We'll try.
Well, we'll do
our best.
the best we can, Jim. But of course, people can watch all of your old interviews. We keep them up on our website. I love to remind everybody you can watch more of Jim's celebrity interviews. Head on over to our TucsonMorningBlend.com and then search for Hollywood Happenings and take a gander of everything we have up there. Thanks again, Jim.
Thank you.